Say.
Well, wait. Oh.
I am here with the most recently evicted house guest, Brooke, and the members of Extra Michael, Rhonda, Corey, and Joanne, who are here to dish the dirt now on Big Brother Cheesecake 8 Political Bait. Hello, I'm Andrew Shefsick Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 8 Political Bait. It's day 39 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Gina is the head of household, giving the NDP safety for the week. After Alex chose not to dissolve Parliament, it means that Gina, Zaki, and Dustin have clinched a spot in jury. But at the time of this recording, we do not yet know her nominations. Who will that be? You will find out. Well, you already know. And who will win the Golden Power Veto? You'll find out tomorrow. But first, we are here with Brooke, who was just recently evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 8 house after playing her third season in a row. But she gets finally an extra whip all to herself. She doesn't have to share with anybody. Hearn did say he weeps for you for your eviction, by the way. He sends his love. So I'm going to, unless somebody else wants to start, okay, go ahead, Michael.
Michael's taking over now.
I think that I speak for everybody here when we say, what a bunch of idiots.
Oh.
No offense. And like I said, I just spent an hour and a half with Davey recording a podcast, and I told him the exact same thing. They were idiots for voting you out. Because, Brooke, you saw what we did with the Pooh to Bridget in our season. Hold on to that thing to the last moment kind of stuff. Davey should be here, not you, just because that is just bad gameplay.
Very bad.
Tell us how you really feel, Michael.
Okay, but then why? Okay, so in saying that, though, no, but I'm going to do a touche. I'm going to go back and do a touche. But Kaitlyn in season 6, and I don't, and Brooke, remind me of this, and Corey. So what happened with Kaitlyn that season when she got out and she held the poo, and
that was because of the whole thing with Steven.
Okay, but everybody was okay to vote her out. But it took more than those votes. Like, obviously there were people that were convinced as well in that season to get rid of her, even though she had the poo, right?
Well, Karen,
it was because of the week before we tried to save him, and then the week after all that blew up because of the alliances and stuff. And after, so I think it was just I don't really know, to be honest. It's weird.
Because it would have, at that point, Andrew, remind me, and Andrew will know. At that point, it took more than, if one of them was HOH, Stephen or Karen, it would have taken more than me and Corey and the other one's vote to get her out. So somehow it was convinced the other people to vote her out, even though she had poo.
If I recall correctly, it was unanimous, that vote against her. And she was up against Andrew, and Karen and Stephen wanted to keep Andrew because he was kind of not floating, but he was working with everybody to a degree. Whereas Kaitlyn was like definitely against Karen and Stephen after Amethyst.
Yeah, we thought we had more of a chance to be able to work with Stephen, but it took more than our 3 votes because one of them was HOH, and we only would have had 3 votes. So same scenario.
It worked out for Karen and Stephen, and generally speaking, I know Karen and I disagree on this. I still think it wasn't the greatest call. And I still, in this case, I'm going to agree with Michael that you have somebody like Brooke who is going to have to sit on the block in one of the next 3 weeks on eviction night, and 6 people voted against her. Now, some of those 6 people may have made the right decision, but I think the majority did not make the right decision because good luck finding Davey on the block in one of the next 3 weeks. On eviction. I don't think it's going to happen.
I don't understand about the whole thing. I spent 3 days campaigning. I was in everybody's inboxes. I was taking a page out of Michael's book. Good morning. How are you? What, like, talking about their personal life, trying to connect with everyone on a personal level. I did everything I possibly could for 3 days, and everybody was like, absolutely, like, don't worry about it. You know, like everyone's saying the same thing. You have to poo, like you're gonna stay. And then what the fuck?
So I think
Do you
you
not
did.
think
Sorry, you
what-
did have the votes. I think
I
you
did
did have
have
the
the
votes.
vote.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
did, but then Glow just
Well,
fucking boom right in the middle of the main
Yeah, but
chat,
do
and
you
I'm like,
not think that hurt you? You
but you know what it was? It wasn't the fact that I knew going back and forth, and I tried to stop myself. I really did. I was at work. I'm like, put the phone down, go to
Oh,
work.
bless you. I know.
But the problem is, first it was Glow, then it was Curtis, then it was Sean, and I'm like, you know what? Fuck you guys, because I spent the night before telling everyone, hey, this just happened, so that when they try to blow up in the chat, people wouldn't be blindsided. They'd be like, look, Brooke told the truth. She already told us this happened, but they just hounded me, and I'm like, I'm not gonna back down when it's 3 against 1. No one wants to
but
stand
the
up
way
for me.
They
it was,
baited you.
You walked into it, Brooke. Like it
baited
seemed
you.
like such a setup job, and
Right.
in the end, the way everything was phrased, at least how Andrew read it out, in the end, it made you look like the liar, and I think that's where you started to lose people, unfortunately. Even though it may or may not have been true, they kind of set the trap, and you kind of walked in on it.
But I was confused because it didn't make any sense to me. Regardless if I was lying. Let's say I was lying. I still didn't do it. So let's say I was lying. So with the whole thing that actually happened when
I was just gonna say, sorry to interrupt you. Can you rewind and tell us what happened the day before in the coup d'etat chat with Curtis?
So I think it was on 8:30 or 8:25 at night. I looked at my phone and there was a message from Sean and Curtis talking about using the pieces and saving me and Davey. I was hesitant at first because I'm like, well, I already have the votes and it would be good to keep because I have nothing else. I have no alliances. I have no number one. I don't have anything I can use it to bargain the following week, and people will be dumb to vote me out because I have the poo. So I'm like, I was hesitant. Then I was like, well, who would you put up? And he was like, oh, I'll put up Zach and Glow. And I was like, that's a bit of a waste. One, because I was like, I want to build a relationship with these people. Glow is on my conservative party, and Zach I've had no problems with. So I'm like, this is kind of a waste of my power. And I was like, you know what, though, it guarantees me off the block, and all that matters is I'm off the block. I was like, you know what, cool, I'll do it. And just the way we went back and forth about it, he said that. Just the way he worded in the chat, at my name, transfer me the pieces, and I'm like, something didn't feel right about that. Something in my I was like, well, wait a minute, I have 2 pieces. It makes more. I'm on the block. It makes more sense to give me the piece, and I'll do what you ask. Like, no problem. I typed it out in the chat. I'm like, I will do what you ask if you just transfer me the pieces. And then all of a sudden, boom, nope, no deal. And I'm like, I got so confused. And I guess I didn't even know this. I could put him up. I didn't even know that. But he was like, you're going to go rogue. And I'm like, why? I don't have anything here to gain. I don't have any alliance members. I don't have teammates to work with to back me up. I want to make a big move. I don't have anything. So why would I lie to you about it? If I put you up in the block and you get the vote to stay, you're gonna fight next week for HOH and put me away. Like, it made no sense to me, and it all happened within 25 minutes. And I was like, there's not enough time to process it. There's not enough time to analyze it. Wasn't sure if it was the right move or not, because I was at a point in my game where I had nothing. I was like, I had nothing to lose. And then once he started acting like complete ass about it, I was like, no, wait a minute. You were going to take my pieces and leave me on the block anyway because they were afraid of who I'd give my pieces to if I was evicted. At least that's what I
have
thought.
one question. I have only one question, and then I will not say anything else the entire night. One
Really?
question.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Can we get an
Let's not make
LBA on
promises
that
we
one?
can't keep.
Let's make an LBA on that. When Kendra was voted out and she gave you the coup d'etat, and I don't know the answer to this because Andrew doesn't tell us everything, even though we harass him and try to make him, because as Michael and I coined the term, we're nosy bitches. Why? And did you? Because we didn't hear this, and if you did, then why didn't you at that moment when you knew that she was voted out, she gave you that second piece? why didn't you start bartering then with it, knowing that you were on the bottom? I guess so. That's my question. You knew right then, as soon as Kendra was voted out, right, that you were screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't then, at the time that you had the two coup d'etat pieces, and everybody knew that, did you try to sell that earlier than, you know, that day of this week? Because to me, I think that was one of the things that maybe you could have done a little more with, was
Yeah.
right off the bat saying, okay, guys, look, here's what's happened. My alliance is decimated. You guys all know where we're at. Who wants to come with me and make a deal? I have these two pieces, any of them. Because
Yeah.
to me, here's what I think. Somebody like maybe a Dustin or somebody else would have taken maybe one of those pieces if you could have split them early on, just to know that Curtis couldn't maybe get the other two of them. Do you see what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Yeah, I did talk to two people about that, and that was part of my pitch to a couple of people. Like, hey, if I stay, like, I can do this, I can do that. I also had to prove veto. Those both things were in my pitch to almost everybody I spoke to. I was like, hey, look, I have this control. I did not want to give away even one piece because I felt it's the only thing I had to offer people. Because between the political parties and the already alliances, I was just trying to find one person who was just like, oh, okay, she's alone, but no one believed me. I can control her votes. I can control what she wants her to do. But what are you laughing at, Andrew?
Everyone's at webcams are acting up tonight.
Yeah,
I had to switch.
okay,
to
sorry.
Joanne's.
Wow.
I'm like, am I watching an 80s
Thank you, Rick. No,
video?
that makes sense. I just wanted to know, like, did that thought
Yeah, it
Joe-
definitely was there, but I was trying to build something to offer to people. Like, I was just trying to have something to offer people other than my vote if they're on the block, because nobody really cares about that at this point because they don't know when they're going to be on the block. And then it's just frustrating because, I mean, I literally spent 3 days. I mean, I worked so hard. And then that one fight, and I tried to stop. I might just let it go, just stop. And then I lost my cool, and I was just getting so upset because I'm like, no, I knew this was coming. No, I prevented this. And then when everybody started flipping, and then the chat went dry real fast, I was like, are you fucking kidding me right now? I was like, how can everyone be like so intimidated right now? Everyone's so afraid to go to Rock.
intimidated by who? Intimidated by who?
I don't know. My
Okay.
guess is Curtis and Sean, because they were the only two people who were mad at me. And Sean was originally going for votes for me, and then he changed his mind when I was attacking Curtis because I guess he's pissed off that I went after Curtis.
Okay, I have a
Because
couple
it
follow-ups.
made no sense for Sean to pick me. We're in the same political party.
I just want to say
situation-
one thing that
Okay.
isn't.
There are hands up. There are hands up, Corey. People are putting hands up. We're doing it by hands up now.
Joanne's webcam looked like if you were trying to watch a Playboy channel that you didn't have and it was all scrambled.
Oh,
That's
in
what
the
webcam
80s.
looked
In
like.
the 80s.
Okay, so
I filmed that earlier. Don't worry.
to be clear, Brooke, you're saying, I'm not saying you're right or wrong, but you're saying that Glow and Zacky's names never came out of your mouth. You're saying it came from Curtis.
It came from Curtis, and I said to him, I will nominate whoever you want to nominate. Just let me be the one to get the pieces.
And I'm not saying that's correct or wrong. I'm giving you the opportunity.
Well, I
to
mean,
say
if
that.
no one believes me in my ex clip, that's on them. Like, what the fuck do I have to do? I'm not even in a goddamn game anymore.
Oh, that's fair.
Why would I lie? It makes no sense.
If
To be
Curtis
honest,
gave you
it's-
if Curtis gave you the piece, would you have done that? Would you have put up Glow and Zacky and taken yourself
I
and
would've.
Davey off? Okay.
I would have, because it would have been my ticket in to Sean and Curtis. It would have been my proof of loyalty, which I've been trying to tell people that I'm loyal to you. I am loyal to you. It would have been my way to being like, hey, like, I want to be with these guys because they seem to be having control and they have powers, and let me show you that I'm true to my word. So I would have put up Glow and who?
Zacky. Which you couldn't have done anyway because he was NDP. That would have been really funny if that had. I was waiting to say, "Oops, you can't put up Zacky." Anyway, go ahead, Michael.
So two things that I want to
didn't
say. First,
Whatever,
having played,
no.
having played with Brooke in my season, you are super loyal. Even
You
though we
think?
fucked,
You think?
even though we fucked you over in the end.
I'm still
Give it to
bitter
them,
about
Brooke.
that,
Give it to
Michael.
them.
I gotta say, there was a huge debate at that point between Owen, Jenna, and I whether you would go first or if Javier would go first. But Brooke is
Oh,
super loyal
Javier.
to my season.
That was my biggest mistake of season 7.
But Andrew, the question that I have is Brooke now the player with the most number of days in the house?
No, I'm not. I had to make jury, I think.
So unfortunately,
That's
I was going to say
even.
this later. Rhonda from season 2, 3, 5 had a total of 206 days amongst season 2, 3, and 5 combined. Yes, 206 days of Big Brother Cheesecake. Brooke,
Okay, so
you're
that
up.
officially makes Rhonda the fucking craziest person in here.
Not
No,
not
this
this
is-
Rhonda. It was
No.
not this
Other
Rhonda.
Rhonda?
Trust
Yeah,
me,
the
it was
other
not
Rhonda.
this Rhonda.
Yeah. Brooke had 190 days, so you're short by 16
Oh!
days.
Oh my god. Okay, I have a
want
question.
one fucking record so Andrew has to say my name every fucking season without me playing.
And then Joanne's favorite Charlene is in third. But anyway, look at her
Next
face.
season. Next
Hold on.
season.
Don't make me waste my alcohol, Joanne.
The other, just to finish up the coup d'etat
Yeah.
thing. Do you believe if you had given your pieces to Curtis that he would have put up Glow and Zaki, or do you think he was lying to you?
I think he was lying to me. I'm not sure if he was lying to me about who he put up, but I definitely think he was lying to me about something.
Okay. And then one thing that you were knocking on the doorstep of and you didn't do it, Alex, when he won the Golden Power Veto, he said, what if I use it on you and then you can save the replacement nominee or save me with the poo? And what you really could have done is you could have saved the replacement nominee with the poo and totally fucked him over. How come you didn't go explore that road at all?
Because well, I didn't. I was nervous that if we did that, it looks like Alex was trying to help me, and then I don't have a reason to no one to keep me because everyone's already assuming I was working with Alex, and I couldn't get away from that no matter how hard I tried.
But if everybody was already assuming that, then why were you worried about what everybody thought what Alex was going to do?
Because if Alex used the veto on me and then I used my poo on him, I've now taken him off the block and now I don't have the poo anymore. Everyone's gonna be like, bye. Like I had nothing to say. Like, hey, I'm gonna be on the block in the next 3 weeks. Fuck Alex, I'm not using my shit on him. I said all those things.
I'm saying, why didn't you screw him over? Because you already pissed at him for screwing up bipartisan. Why didn't you take the replacement nominee off and sit yourself next to Alex?
I didn't think of that.
We
It's
know.
okay, Brooke. I have a question.
Yes.
Okay, so Brooke,
When you need a man, Jesus. See, I wasn't the brains behind the family. I just fucking won some random ass comp. So, fuck, I didn't even.
Yeah,
think
that was
of
very
that.
good. Winning Wheel of Fortune was very, very good. You will always remember ambrosia salad with extra pineapple for the rest of your life.
good job,
that was-
girl.
And I gotta say, watching you cry like hurt.
Oh my god.
I was so embarrassed. I tried so hard. I'm like, just wait till the live's over. It's almost over. It's almost over. And I'm like, just stop. Just don't look. And then I'm looking at Andrew. He's like, congratulations. I'm like, oh.
It was an ugly
Okay.
cry, and we appreciate that.
Okay, so Brooke, you've played in 3 seasons and you played them consecutively, correct?
6, 7, and 8. Yeah.
Okay. So how did you find playing this season with the LBAs? Like, was that a huge different, like, was it more binding?
The LBAs, I hated that twist.
Yeah.
I hated it because I'm like, someone's gonna have to put up their own person they're working with. That's for sure gonna happen because everyone didn't know who the fuck they were working with in week 1. 2, I did like it a tiny bit though because I was able to be like, oh yeah, I have an LBA with this person, but I didn't. But I just didn't want to put up people I wanted to work with. So that would have been fine if I had a chance if I had HOH. But the LBA, I felt like it kind of defeated the whole purpose of the lying and the secrecy and the point of Big Brother because everyone's getting mad. You're a fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. Well, no shit, I'm a fucking liar. It's Big Brother. Like,
But I thought you just said you were super.
Oh wait, I was just gonna say,
Yeah,
Corey,
exactly.
yeah. I was
And
just gonna say, I thought, yeah, okay.
And with
Yeah,
the LBA,
thanks,
it
Marty.
just takes away that trusting factor. And I tried to explain to so many people, like I brought up our 5 all the time. I was like, yo, you guys don't get it. We had deals with other people. We told each other about everything. The only thing we didn't tell each other was anything leading to up to after Final 5, because then that was fair game and we're all on our own. I'm like, so you guys don't get it. You just stick together. And it even bothers me more because if Alex hadn't have done what he did to Dustin, we would have had fucking power every single week. We would have been completely controlling this game and sailing it through.
Brooke. Okay, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut.
No, Rhonda, come
Why
on, let's
shut
go.
now?
Well, they would have had power
But it-
5 weeks in a row if they stuck together.
That's what I
Well,
mean.
but exactly the same thing. So if people didn't do what they did in season 6, it would have been the same thing. Could have ran the table. Could have ran the table for, what was it, like 7 people in it? Could have done the same thing. But, and I get it, like,
Yeah, but hang on a second.
there's the but if you still would have dealt with it in the family instead of going outside of the family of the alliance, still could have ran the table and did the same thing.
But that wasn't
Yeah,
their
that's all
fault.
I'm-
That was Alex's fault.
That's the same thing that happened with season 6 between Steve and
Right.
Karen and you guys, right? So the same thing happened.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
Right? So then in season 7, when I was playing with the family, it was happening again. So when I started this season and the 4 got off right at the back, I'm like, this is fucking perfect. Everybody can have their little things outside of each other. All you gotta do is be honest within the 4 and move forward. But then Alex was like messaging me like, we need to backdoor Dustin. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, okay, you know what? 2 out of 3 weeks HOH, you know, you get a little bit of power trip, you get a little messed up, a little bit of hungry, and I get that. And I chalk it up to you, buddy. You're just having a moment. And I thought he kept it between us. I had no idea he told other people. If I had known he told other people, I would have been like, yo, you better put Dustin up because otherwise we're all fucked next week.
Right? Like,
But
if you're gonna
it's
say
just
it, then you gotta do
power
it.
trip. It was just a paranoia, and I felt bad, and then I also like hated it because obviously it affected my game. But I was like, yo, and I was trying to explain to Dustin, I'm like, it's just a paranoia trip. It's gonna happen. Don't let it get to you. Like, you just gotta stay with it. How many times did I get paranoid about Owen? I was end up right in the end, but I was still paranoid. Or Michael. I knew Michael was good with everyone. And Javier and Jenna, like I knew, but I just like, you know, I'm gonna trust the 5. It got me to final 5, and it was my job to do the rest. I did. I thought I did. And then I didn't because Owen's an asshole. I still love him, but fuck you. But then with this, I was like, okay, this is what we're going to do, guys. Like, I played 3 seasons. Listen to what I'm saying. I'm telling you this works. It's basically giving us final 4. We don't have to worry about it. And then boom, Alex win, boom, Kendra win, boom, Alex win, boom, Dustin wins. I'm like, hey-oh, here we go. And then boom, I'm out. And I'm like, fuck, this would have been sick. Would have been so epic. It would have been just like you guys in 6, just like us in 7.
Yep.
So you did get 2 votes though, so it was a 6-2 vote. You did have 2 votes to keep.
Yeah, Alex. Whoa.
Alex and Glow, that's who you think it was, or yeah, okay.
I know it was Alex and Glow.
So with being
Like,
your
Glow.
third time, do you think not telling people in the beginning hurt you? Because we do know of chatter happening in the background that people found out and they instantly didn't trust you afterward.
What do you mean?
Like, I think if you would have come out saying that you played before, right off the bat, it would have been out in the open. People
Oh,
could
I
have
never-
been there.
I never
but-
denied that. I never denied that.
But
When did that come out?
But you didn't come out in the main chat and say it. There was people that found out in the background that instantly didn't trust you.
Really? Because I played other seasons?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Because
I never-
you didn't tell people about it. So when people
Well,
found
I told
out
the people I
hard
was.
way,
I didn't have these conversations with people of my game and who I am and my life story with people. I only had it with my alliance members. But I
yes,
never
but-
once denied it. You could literally, I'm not going to deny something that's literally Andrew saying it in his videos, as well as you can look at past seasons. If you're going to play this game, you're going to watch last season. You're going to see my fucking face. And every guy.
Andrew didn't mention. We were told not to say anything in the videos until it was out.
Right.
So
And I
what
it
I'm
would took,
saying
like,
is
3
that
or 4
without
days.
but the thing I'm saying is without you saying it, people found out that you were in other seasons without you coming out, and instantly they're like, she's played before, we can't trust her. And that you instantly
I
lose
didn't-
those people.
Just like last season, and I just had the same plan going into the season. I never planned on hiding it. If anyone ever asked me, I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, I did. I played 2 seasons. I mean, 90% of my pitches with people was, last season this happened, last season this happened, season 6 this happened. I know this. Oh, I know this. Like that's what 90% of my pitches to people. So if anyone thought that I was, if they found, hang on a second, I got this better. If they found out that I didn't tell them, and they didn't trust me because of it, but then I spoke to them about it afterwards, that's on them. Because
no, I'm just asking if you thought that not coming out with it right off the bat hurt you or not. Because
no, I don't.
I know there had been some chatter.
I don't think I should be like, hi, my name is Brooke. I play season 6 and 7. I came in 5th and 4. I don't think I was gonna write that in the main chat. I just feel like
well, you didn't have to say what play.
Touche. No, but touche. I will. You know what, Corey? I agree with you a lot, but touche to what you just said. Not gonna write in the main chat. I participated.
Like, hi guys, I'm from Mississauga. I have 2 kids. I play season 6 and 7. Like, it just doesn't really make sense for an intro chat. But I would never deny it. Like, there's no point.
Yeah, but as soon as you don't deny it with someone, they're gonna look that up anyways. So they're gonna find out.
But that's what I'm saying. But like, why would that not be like if it was reversed? If I saw people play the other seasons, I'd be like, oh my god, Corey, you played in season 6. That's so cool. Did you enjoy it? And if you said no, I didn't, I'd be like, oh, okay, sorry. But if you're like, yeah, I did, I'd be like, okay, great. So he obviously has no problem. Like, or and when people directly ask me, like, have you ever played orgs before a game? So I would say 100%. Yeah, I played Andrew's last 2 seasons. So, I would say at least maybe only 2 or 3 people I didn't actually really speak to in the beginning. Those would be the only people who didn't fully know. And I know Zach just found out on my the last HOH comp that I played the last 2 seasons, and I was like, seriously? Like, I genuinely thought everyone.
Well, Andrew fucking announced it in an extra whip pretty much when he's talking about the vetoes, and he's like, how many times has Brooke had a Sapphire Power veto? Like,
well, Zach just found out Penny's playing in the game, and then Glow said in the main chat, "Who's Zach?" or something to that effect.
Knock knock.
So yeah,
like I'm surprised to hear you say that, Corey, because I honestly had no idea anyone found out secretly. Like, I was not trying to hide it.
Yeah, as a player, like having played quite a few orgs, if you find out that somebody's hiding information like that, it really makes it distrust really quickly.
100%.
Yeah. Absolutely, same thing. It's like not owning up to, like, in our season, I'm super close to Kennedy and Callum, but I told you that up front. Yeah. But other people that didn't know that would have been like very suspicious of me hiding the relationship that I had with them.
Oh, see, I don't tell people shit about that. Like when we played Conflict together, I didn't tell a single person that about you. Like, not
right? No, yeah, that's different. But like in that game, when you're talking 85 days, I told, like, Owen knew, Jenna knew, Stephanie knew, Brooke knew, Javier knew. My 5 close people, even though Stephanie went, and then my other final 5, they knew I was close to Kennedy, and I was close to Kennedy, and I visited twice during that game. So like she was with me twice. We were together for a challenge. In the same place.
Like, are people not Facebook sleuths though? Because that's how I figured out Stephen and Karen in season 6. Like, they weren't hiding it, but like I flat out am just like, one of you commented on the other ones about this. Like, yeah. At some point, like there were suspicions, right? So at some point, I went and looked because I'm like, no, there's got to be something going on here. Somebody has to know somebody, and. Right. Like, at some point, people are going to figure crap out if they want to, if they're going to go look for things.
Yeah, like I have a list here of everyone I went through and figured out who was whose friend.
Okay, so
like I knew Davey was Michael's friend, for example.
Sorry, I'm gonna take over a bit just because we got the 10 minutes left.
Andrew has to rate us in.
No, there's some things that I have to get through that some of which are game specific. Number one, since you actually live close to me and we are going to meet after the season finally, do you want me to give you your honey mustard thing?
Sure, I'd love that.
Oh, you want it? Oh, I didn't know you were a hoarder. Okay, so I'll keep that for you. And then second, everybody on the old extra, Brazil and Nicole, shout out, they asked you the last 2 seasons, would you ever play again? And your answer was yes, of course, always, yes. So if I ask you now, would you play again? What is your answer?
I've already applied for season 9.
Excellent. Okay.
Until she gets to play in a bingo comp.
Oh wait,
She's
yeah,
playing.
She's like Rudy
I'm gonna
Bosch.
go
I'm gonna
season
play
9,
till I
and
win.
I'm going to on the very first day. I'm gonna put in the main chat. Hi, my name is Brooke. I am a mother of 2 children, and I've played 6, 7, and 8. There you go.
Okay.
Look how my face is covered now.
Now you were holding the orange color set for Monopoly, St. James Place, Tennessee Avenue, New York Avenue, and 2 pieces of the coup d'etat. Who would you like to bequeath the orange Monopoly color set to?
I thought a lot about this. This is not an easy decision because I kind of want to give it to everybody at this point because I appreciate the gameplay, but I think I'm going to go back to the original player that started on day 1, the very first person who wanted to work with me, and I'm going to give it to Alex.
Okay, so Alex gets the orange. So he has orange, green, and utilities. And
Oh,
then,
he's getting voted out next.
yeah, the coup d'etat. Well,
It is my team.
the coup d'etat. You have 2 pieces. You can give both to one person, or you can split them up. That's up to you. You have 2/3. So you have a third and a third.
Oh, split them
Oh,
up, Brooke, for the
them up.
drama. Split them up for the drama.
Drama.
Give what? Like, yeah, split them the hell up. Come on, that's gold.
I'm not going to split them up.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
oh
Okay.
no.
And I'm going to give them to Alex.
Both? Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
I would have
Thank you
done
for
different.
that. The last of the important things I have to get to is my question, which I ask every single week, which is who do you want to see win and who do you think will win the game?
Again, I was thinking a lot about that question because I knew it was coming.
That's okay.
I truly think that Sean's gonna win the season. Sean's in a very good position, so I think he's gonna win the season. Who would I want to win? I would love Gina to win.
Okay. So you were happy to see her win HOH then?
Yes, I was. Yes.
And in fact, I don't know if you were paying close attention, you could tell Dustin was actually really close there because it looked like she was going to give it to him and that he was going to take it, and then it kind of changed. But anyway, which extra whip person do you think has the best team? We have, I'm not going to bother with Corey and Joanne. We have Michael has Dustin, Davey, Gina, Zachy. Rhonda has Jonathan, Sean, Penny, and Curtis.
Well, considering that Michael wins everything, I'm gonna go with Michael's team.
Okay. And my last question, or second last question, okay, I forgot the other one. So Michael, is your birthday March 29th?
Yes, it is.
So your birthday, your 50th, whoops, can I say it?
Yeah, I'm gonna be 50.
Your 50th birthday is on the finale day. That would have been crazy if you were on this season and you won this season.
Oh
on
no.
thing.
I'm gonna be in Disneyland on my birthday.
Oh, very nice. So
Which was his birthday picture yesterday or today? Was that today? The Disneyland hats?
That was today's picture, yes.
Yeah.
There was
You
one
guys are all gonna hate me when I win with Glow. You know that, right?
Thank you.
Oh my
You just
God.
reminded me. You just reminded me. Thank you. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being I absolutely believe every word Glow says. She played for the Cubs. She was a bodyguard for Jimmy Carter. I can't remember some of the others. Or 1, meaning everything she says is a lie. What do you think of Glow's story times?
3.
I love you, Brooke.
I mean, she might have rescued a pigeon at Home Depot or whatever.
Listen, she was really specific on the Jimmy Carter thing.
I will definitely say like her stories about her home life and her children are 1000% true. I don't think she's lying about that. But some of these other job descriptions and these timelines, I'm like, well, I love you. I know she's gonna be in the chat tomorrow. What the fuck, Brooke? I love you. I really do, but you just got me evicted, so fuck you. And yeah, so I don't blame her first. But her family stuff,
I asked this about Steven a lot during Extra Open Season 6. Do you think she's a strategic mastermind or a bumbling buffoon?
Who?
Glow.
Well, I'm not gonna insult her. That's not mean. I'm not gonna call her that. I don't think
tell
she
everybody
needs
to fuck
those
herself, but
things.
Brooke's so nice.
And Brooke, my final question, did you have fun?
Of course I had fun, Andrew. I got to hang out with you.
A lot of alumni, and myself included, were worried you were going to be the first boot or second boot because of playing the third time, and you made it to week 5.
I'm proud of it. I'm really proud of it.
I'm
And
really proud I had you on my team.
I'm gonna get the most days in the house next season.
Ooh. But does it count? Is there an asterisk on it if it takes 4 seasons to get more days than the person who played 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'll give it to you.
That's
There.
all on the host for continuing to cast her.
That's true. Hey, I had 33 people apply, and the girls started dropping like flies, and I didn't want a 9-7 cast, and clearly it's a good thing I freaking evened it out because the girls are dropping like flies. So I wanted 8 men and 8 women, which is how you were the last person cast.
I wanted to say something quickly, just
Go
one
ahead.
second.
Yep.
We were talking about it in the whip chat, and I want to make it very clear right here and now. Brooke, I love you as a person. I think you're great. You and I have a few things in common. Number one, Christmas decorations. We fucking love Christmas.
Hell,
Number two, when we played our season, you asked me, or I asked you, sorry, apologies. I asked you, we were talking about pots and pan sets. I bought the Rock from Canadian Tire, and I absolutely love it. And there was a third one in there that I thought of when we were just talking a whip. But yes, when we played together, it didn't work. There was issues, but I think you're a lovely person. I think you, would I play the game like you played the game? No, but that doesn't mean I don't think that you're a lovely person. And we have a lot more in common than I think that people think. So I just wanted to get that out here publicly that, no, I don't hate Brooke.
That was very
strange game things that I don't agree with. Whatever.
That was beautiful, and thank you. And with that said, who will win the Golden Power Veto in the Big Brother Deal or No Deal Golden Power Veto competition? Find out tomorrow. Monday is the Golden Power Veto ceremony. Tuesday, the final 2 nominees will plead their case, and Wednesday is the next live eviction and head of household competition, where another house guest will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 8 house, get impeached from Congress, and lose their shot at the $800 cash prize. And we will find out which 9 house guests have made it to jury. I'm Andrew Cheswick Moonves. Take care, and remember, if you can't convince them, confuse them. Good night.